Hey everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnists write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The numbers for Johnson in last week's game: 20 carries, 77 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
Second and 5. Got him in, it's Brown. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is third and short. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. They're going to look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Anthony Miller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. PAT up and good by Rosas. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. They'll run on 1st down. Finley, and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 3rd down, Finley. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your 1st drive, stop them on the 1st drive defensively.
Here we go, D, get off the field. Deuce.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
We got 3.
Here's Johnson. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Yeah, baby. Single slot.
This will be caught by Brown.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Finley. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. A look now at the starters for the Giants defensively. They played really well in the win last week over the Redskins.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Second and 9 now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 26. The numbers for him from a week ago: 11 catches, 124 yards. They'll run on first down. Finley.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Fox. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. All day.
Back to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a giant 1st down on a gain of 16. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. They'll try and run it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He completes it to Henry. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
A pretty big opening there on 1st down. 8 yards up to the 33. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. That one, a first down pickup of 8. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. He'll drop to throw, and this is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 40. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Draw play, and it's Snell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll drop to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third? On third down, they go with Singletary. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends his drive. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this one is right down the middle. And that will get the lead up to 14. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Defense in desperate position as they come up. Everybody.
We're into the second. This is an offense that continues to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync. Like we saw, rhythm seems off. Here's Michael Dixon as he's on to Palace. Very good kick, angled for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Here's offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
Most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, if they think they need to light up. But in this case, to the virtual locker room, because here's what happened. They got in there. Let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Back to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. They'll look to throw now on first down. This will be caught by Brown. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Roll it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
On the ready.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Looking to throw. Complete, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And now Dallas gets the field to avoid what happened on the last drive of the football.
Before the score, the punter no longer is offense. That this drive.
They need points. 5 yards on the catch there. Borderline on way for this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you. Credit to their defense. They've kept them making the plays that they've made, and that just is a big score.
No, they're quite offensive. 8th initiative. A loss of out. It's complete. And they're going to downs made at the Giants' 41-yard. Moves from their own here for 1st and 10. Fake as they set up to throw. Down the middle, and it's complete inside of him. That is a 27-yard pickup. Back perfect since the start at 7 of 7. 1st and 10. And now a throw on there, but it's in. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. His running back. A cut lane, but nothing at the back-to-back 3rd and 10. Down, he'll throw. He's one, but incomplete.
So they look like murderers 4 down. Just trying to make time. Up leading him just a bit too much.
Tucker's good, and high fives for that one. That one is the game. Now to his career hunts.
6? Can we see a few touchdowns here?
Fielded. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a 5-yard line. The Giants off begin their next drive. They had that first to have been shorter, so time to tool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that to really playing hard and effectively, because there's play calls and working, and they're shutting them. Times when you get a lose your edge, that's what they're looking.
Edge watch this. First down for the Giants as they pick up. And he'll be at mid-11 now.
Here we go.
They're going to look to completes it to Miller. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and kick. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On the ground, this is Johnson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory. Don't get it, though. The play fake, they'll look to throw. Made by Johnson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. 17 yards on the fake punt, and that's going to be a first down. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to, whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
Back to throw here. And he's got the hook up to Moore. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, it's Snell. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
It's now 3rd and 8.
They'll look to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete.
Intended for Kerryon Johnson. Incomplete. Results 4th down.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
Complete to number 83. A gain of 16 yards. And the Cowboys first down.
Set, ready. Hands, let's get. Set. Get the ball.
Now back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Check. Go.
2nd and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll set up the throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Ready?
They'll set up to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this will be caught at the 30. It's a gain of 34. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and now it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Set. 30 base. Run. Clear. Let's go.
On 1st down, Johnson.
That's the run. They're running it.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
70.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to keep it here. And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
New York set to take the field. Turnover that just got him the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't. Especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. The 3rd down run gets him nothing.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the 2nd level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
Let's take it inside his own 40. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near-perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll drop to throw. And he fires one incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Fox. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Back onto the field comes the offense. Let's take a closer look at Kerryon Johnson. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's getting off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Back to throw. Screen play, Johnson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. The Giants on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. They'll drop to throw. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now
under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Snell on the shotgun handoff. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Johnson's got it complete. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. Here's Matt Hawk now. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. So now the Cowboys down by 5, a minute 56 to go. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Gonna be a long day on this.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Oh, wow, I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. The busy night continues for Johnson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. Steps away. He'll run it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Rosa's kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. That is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Giants, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Dallas, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this, as they're not back in action until week 11. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
not a day in my life.